Good. And it's Ken Kreitzer at the PACE Association TCPA Summit in Washington, D.C. I have a chance to talk with one of our friends from New York, John Ruby, president of GCOM. John, good to see you. We see you at the PACE events in New York, New Jersey area, and great to see you down here in D.C. How's the conference going for you?
So far, so good. I mean, it's a wealth of knowledge. You get to find out all the pitfalls in our industry and what all the things that we have to tackle as an industry. And you have the people from the FCC right here telling you exactly what they expect and what they demand and what could happen to you. So we've got a fairly large group this year. I guess one of the nice sized groups that we've had in the past couple of years, and it's a wealth of knowledge. So it's been a good 2 days thus far.
Very good. Tell us a little bit about your company. You've been in this field of call centers and telemarketing for a good part of your career. Tell us a little bit about your company.
Well, GCOM, I provide the telecommunications for contact centers, and I always like to come down here. I mean, obviously the networking is great. You're dealing with presidents of companies that are here, but at the same time, I try to grab as much knowledge so I can pass it on to my clientele that don't have the privilege to get down here and see it firsthand. So if I can come back and share what I've found out from the great speakers that we have here, that it just makes me look good with my clientele. So
very good. Is there a particular point that you've learned today that you're going to go back and talk to your clients about, work with them on?
Just with the Federal Trade Commission, what they're expecting, and things that we've they brought up today. It's kind of wild. A lot of the robocalling. Actually, I knew firsthand one of the clients that they spoke of today. They were actually using my services when they turned them down. All of a sudden, one day they just pulled the plug. So I mean, things like that. I go back and I just say, this is the kind of stuff you can't get away with it. Back at the office anymore.
Absolutely. It's so important that we all understand what is appropriate practice and what's illegal and what's harmful to consumers, and make sure that we are doing all the right practices and serving our customers well. John, what are you looking forward to balance of the year? Do you have other meetings, other programs you're going to be working on?
Actually, next month we have another compliance seminar in the New York chapter that I'm helping put together. So Michelle Schuster will be back up in New York. So we're actually trying to fill the seats for that seminar, mostly for people that couldn't get down here to the summit, then on a local level, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, so they could get a piece of the knowledge back up in New York. And then at the same time, I'm going to other conventions. Fall is a big time for a lot of the conventions, so I'll be hitting the circuit for the next month or two.
So I will look forward to hearing Michelle Schuster speak this afternoon and her visit to the New York, New Jersey area. John Ruby, president of GCOM, great to see you down here in Washington.
Pleasure. Thank you. Talking a little bit.
Good to see you, John. This is Ken Kreitzer for CBSI Services at the PACE TCPA Summit in Washington, D.C.